While you were remodeling your backyard to make it more, zen-y, we were remodeling our merch store to make it more random. We've slapped our new logo on t-shirts, tie-dyes, hoodies, and hats, and all with premium printed labels. Look, I wasn't kidding. We have it because tags are like the junk mail of clothing. All merch is available exclusively at clubrandom.com. Once again, that's clubrandom.com.
If someone has a problem with you, why do they wait until they're sitting in front of a journalist and then they turn it into a story?
Who did that?
Club Random.
I have to share with you something I've never said publicly.
I guess we're telling tales out of school. We might as well.
Club Random.
And is Kevin Spacey really here?
He's really here.
Wow. Man of his word.
Thank you for having
Hey.
me. You kidding?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
I can't wait to talk to you. I mean, I was so excited all day because I don't see you. Obviously, there are reasons of an unpleasant nature that prevent you from being, but for the longest time, you were just, I'll say this, I don't know if we could talk about, obviously punishment, crime, what fits, but you were always a working actor. For you to lose working, you look like, you always seem to be the kind of guy who loves to be on a set.
Definitely.
De Niro's like that, right?
Yeah.
They just go from one to, that's why they do some shit. Because you'd rather work on some shit than not work, right?
You'd rather work on some shit, although, when you start off, no matter what the film or play or television thing is, you always think, oh, I'm going to try to do my best work and I'm going to believe in it. And, and then every now and then you make a 9 Lives. What can you do?
What was that? Was that a bad movie you were in?
Oh, yeah.
9 Lives?
I turn into a cat.
Where in your career was this?
It was at a point where I was willing to make a movie just for money.
No, but because you were past you were very bankable.
I was a bankable star, and I had no idea that a movie about
You'd done
cat.
Usual Suspects and.
Oh yeah, this is after House of Cards.
I see.
This was a movie that I never knew that a movie about a cat could be such a dog. You know what I'm saying?
Is that how you went and promoted it? Yeah, I know. There was a time when, poor Bruce Willis, now in bad shape, and I knew him a long time ago pretty well for a little while when he was first out here and he hung out at the comedy clubs. But there was a time when I would watch movies in hotels. That's where I see all my movies.
Sure.
For a while, that stopped. But it used to be a real treat in a hotel room because they would have the first-run movies. But you buy it, of course. It wasn't, and so
So you weren't watching the porno? Is that what you're saying?
There was moments when I did break down.
Yes.
But it kind of sucked because if you can't fast forward.
Right. Yes, that's true. You mean get past the story points?
Yeah. Right. This is so long ago. There were story points.
Oh, I see.
That's not how porn is today.
But I was saying you watched Forrest Gump on a hotel television. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that would not have been my choice.
Oh, I see.
What I was saying about the working for horror movies.
Yeah.
Not horror.
Horror. Yeah.
There was a time when you could see Bruce Willis along as you scrolled through the movies, there would be at one time 3 or 4 you'd never heard of with him, and he always had a very small part. I'm sure they shot it in a week or less.
Right. Yeah.
He's just
that's right.
But it was a tribute to how big his name is.
Sure.
That you could slap him on there to all these movies, and they would go straight to the video. But somebody was making money.
I was just in the car with Evan Lowenstein, who I know you know Evan and Jaron.
A long time.
We were just talking about the fact that, Sam Jackson, when I think about how many movies Sam Jackson has been in, and a number of them were films that, he must have worked a couple of days and they paid him a shitload of money
yes.
to say motherfucker or whatever it is that they wanted him to say. And I'm like, good for him,
Oh, yeah.
Look at all the movies he made, how much money all the movies he made. It was incredible.
Yeah, especially since we know he can do so much more. So it's funny when you...
He's the best. I did a movie with him called The Negotiator that I absolutely love. And I always wish that we'd done a sequel to it because I think it's sequel material.
And... You played a negotiator, or he did?
I played the negotiator.
Really?
He played a cop who'd been falsely accused.
I would have pegged you for the psycho.
Really?
No, I'm kidding. No, you have had a very broad range. I mean, you were never sort of like.
What are you talking about? I was never into broads. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, just a second. Hello. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Thank you so much.
You know what, Kevin? I never understood why you kept that a secret. Like, there's a point where it was like so much cooler to be gay. Like, I don't want to inject myself into this, but honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get a lot of breaks from the media, especially, they're a little too woke and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
If who they're pretty rough on, if I at some point had come out as gay, they would be like, it would be the greatest thing that ever happened. I mean, and I would be feted, and that would just.
Well,
I would just be,
you're a little gay,
No.
No? Not even a little?
You're pinned against a guy against the wall with that kind of a question, and it makes you sound gay when you adamantly admit that you're not.
Yeah.
You fucking.
Well, cheers.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Oh,
again.
Thanks for being.
And I know you've been.
Thanks for being
talking about having me, and it's meant a lot to me. There's just been a period of years where the advice that Evan and I were getting was that I because I was dealing with court stuff, that I just couldn't come out and have the kind of conversations I would like to have had.
Look, I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, I go by numbers with scandals. I say go by, and it's an interesting question maybe to ask you. Like, if it's like one person, I'm always like, well, I don't know if I wasn't in the room. When it gets to like, it's like, come on, man. There's just too much smoke to be no fire.
Oh, so, I never said there was no fire.
Okay,
it just wasn't a raging forest fire.
Right.
It was a small kitchen fire that could have been put out with an extinguisher.
To me, the most important point in this case, and we discussed all the ones, is that at a certain point, the law does have to have some merit with people. You had like 5 ones I heard about, and each time, that's just the truth. Just they lost. I think you're like 5-0 or something.
We
haven't lost one.
We've been found not guilty in every court we've gone into with a jury.
Right, and one Elton John, didn't he testify?
Well, Elton John testified in a case in Great Britain.
But why was he?
Because
what am I saying? Gay, gay celebrities hanging out together. Weird.
No, it wasn't about a party or anything like that. It was about the fact that a person who had accused me of something had also made up something about him, and he felt it was very important that the jury hear that this person was not consistently telling the truth.
Do you think there's more making up in the gay community?
Making up.
Making up stuff. You said that he made up something about.
Yeah, he made up something about.
And the reason why I assume you've won 5 times is the juries thought that people were making stuff up.
Well,
not that there wasn't nothing.
No, and there are certain cases where part of something is true, but it's been rethought, it's been redesigned, or it's been entirely made up. Certainly in the case of Anthony Rapp, which is a case that we won in federal court in New York.
Which one was that?
Anthony Rapp sued me. He was the first person to accuse me of something from 31 years before in 2017,
Under
which is
what
why
circumstances? I know that name. I've heard it.
The circumstance was he did an article in BuzzFeed magazine in which he accused me of being attracted to him and wanting to be sexual with him when he was a teenager, when he was just a kid. And it took us until we got to court many years later in 2022 to be able to prove that, in fact, the entire story was not true. The foundation of the story he built around a bedroom in an apartment that he said I rented, in which he'd gone into a bedroom at a party that I threw. He'd been invited to this party, and that at some point, very drunk, I came into that bedroom, leaned against the door, was so drunk I probably wouldn't remember, and that this encounter happened. But as it turned out, and as we proved in a court of law, I lived in a studio apartment. There was no bedroom. There was no door. There was the entire foundation of what he told this story around completely crumbled with the evidence, and also we had incredible testimony by John Barrowman, who was a friend of his at the time and had been to my apartment with him. The only time he'd ever been in my apartment was when they came to meet my dog. So the whole thing was made up.
Okay, so listen, I'm not that kind of interviewer who and this is not that kind of a show where I do my homework and I don't even remember this guy's name. Plainly, this is not 60 minutes.
Yes, clearly.
But I'm also, I feel like
Anderson,
I'm fair.
I'm very disappointed.
Yeah, I'm also fair, and I also am, I think my bond with my audience truthful. So truthfully, again, when 20 people feel like something that's a lot of people. It's a lot of smoke. It's a lot of I don't know. There is always nuance in people. It's terrible. I think that people skip over it, and one of them is time. The mores change. People, they just do. People acted differently. I mean, we get better generally as we're more enlightened, but you must have known you were, forward, shall we? In the use the old parlance. A forward.
I hit on a lot of guys.
Yeah, but hitting on and yeah, I did a bit about the one. You got off totally. I mean, I think the jury was took 2 hours to say it was the kid in the piano bar.
Oh yeah, that actually never went to trial.
Okay.
That never went to trial because they tampered with evidence, and then he took the fifth in a pretrial meeting with my lawyer.
But I'm just, again, remembering this from I used to do a bit about it in my act.
You did?
In your defense.
Oh.
Because the bit was, as I recall, I mean, that he says your cock was in his hand for 3 minutes, and then he said something, and I remember Mr. Spacey, wasn't that part of it?
In a very crowded bar with lots of people looking at me.
Well, I mean, your cock could have been in his hand, but if it's there for 3 minutes,
my cock was never in his hand.
Really?
No. He claimed something else. But yeah, that one never even got to court. That one was thrown out.
But this is a really inappropriate question that, again, Keith Morrison, I don't think is going to ask, but come on, man. There is a difference between the heterosexual world and the gay world. I'm not saying that excuses bad behavior. I'm just saying, there's no equivalent of a bathhouse in the heterosexual world, right?
Palm Springs, yeah.
What?
No.
But isn't that gay?
Yeah. Look, I would say this. I certainly, over the years that I have been an actor, and I certainly, I was very, very closeted. I was fiercely closeted. I didn't want anyone to know anything about me.
Yeah.
And of course, I thought I was so clever that no one knew, but of course, kind of everybody knew.
I knew.
Yeah, you knew. I never got near you, all right?
I did a great joke about you that the audience just completely didn't get. At the 1997 Oscars, it was Haley Joel Osment.
Yeah.
Remember the Bruce Willis movie?
Sure, the Bruce Willis movie, yeah.
What was it? I don't know, maybe you were up against him, or you were there.
I See Dead People, yes.
Yeah, I See Dead People movie.
Yeah,
exactly. I said the Oscars went on so long this year, by the end of the evening, Haley Joel Osment had a beard, and Kevin Spacey didn't.
That's a good joke.
So good. And they laughed at the first part, and
not
totally
the second?
they don't know what a...
Oh, that's so interesting.
They didn't know what a beard was.
Well, maybe you should have said, I see gay people.
They're not sophisticates like us, Kevin.
Yes, I see.
You see? We're sophisticates. That's the part of me that's gay. I'm very fucking sophisticated.
Yeah.
So, where were we in my grilling? Well, the question to me now is I think my spidey instinct is, yeah, you should have gotten some punishment. I think you were a little too forward, shall we say, made a lot of, obviously people got uncomfortable. The question now is, you paid a lot. It's like when Bernie says rich people don't pay taxes. I'm like, who the fuck do you think? I pay 60%, you asshole.
Right.
Okay. it's like, how much is enough paying? So, like, when did this start? So let's talk about your sentence that you've served.
This started This started in 2017.
Okay,
in
so
October of 2017, this began, and I would say,
and you're
not
still
exaggerating.
you're still in show business jail.
Well, I feel less in jail than I did.
Oh, good.
But
Really?
I do actually now feel that when people look at things and when I know, as you said, you didn't really pay attention to the details, and I know most people don't. But I think when people actually start to hear the facts, understand what we've won in courts, I think people now look at this and think, maybe 9 years has been enough.
Well, that's the question.
And that if I had been a sports figure, I would have been benched for 7 games.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Why are you comparing it to that?
Well, because that's what happens. A sports person is accused of something, and they're benched for 7 days, 7 games, and then they're back on the field.
Sports figures have been. Who's the guy who? It's not funny, but he clocked his wife in the elevator, and he never played again.
Well, I don't know about that particular case, but I'm saying,
well,
if you're hitting home runs, they want you on the field.
Yes. I think, yeah, you're right.
So I believe we're at a point now where I think people are now beginning to look at what actually happened, and I feel much more welcomed, and I think that things are moving in the direction that we hope they're moving in.
Yeah, because I think a 10-year sentence is a serious sentence. And I know, I don't know, thank God, but I surmise that, it's an everyday sentence. I mean, certain parts of it, you can't go out, right?
I go out all the time.
No, always?
Always.
Throughout this whole thing?
Not throughout the whole thing. I would say in 2018, I didn't really want to be seen.
Exactly.
And I sort of kept to myself, and I actually started wearing a mask before COVID, which was pretty funny.
Wow.
That I was wearing a mask because I didn't want to be seen. But then I got through that, and I did an enormous amount of therapy. I went through a lot of programs that were very helpful,
Really?
Incredibly helpful for me. And then in 2019, Evan suggested that we sort of take a trip, and so we went around Europe for off and on about 6 months, and we backpacked literally, and that was when I was able to, without a hat, without glasses, without hiding in any way, just go out into the world. And I can tell you that we were stopped 70 times a day by people who were so generous and so happy to see me and asking, when are you going back to work?
This is Europe?
This is all over Europe, all over everywhere. I mean, it's been that way.
And I feel like Europe is a more forgiving, it's an older culture.
No,
they're
it's been
cool.
the same way in the United States.
They're cool with perverts.
It's been the same in the United States. It's been the same in the United States. Everywhere I go. I know there's people online that say nasty things, but I've not met one of them in real life.
That is an interesting phenomena I've also experienced. And it's funny, you want to say it back to the media, and I won't about anything, because you just don't want to pick that fight with them. But sometimes when I see Trump just speak his complete internal monologue without, doing things that, it's just like, he will say something, and the one I'm thinking of is like, I've wanted to say that. He just, somebody pissed him off in an interview, and he just went, "You're a terrible person."
Right.
And it's like, I can't deny.
You've wanted.
There's a moment where I would have.
Sure.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Sure.
You're a terrible person.
Yeah, right.
It's not a sincere question.
Yeah.
It's a gotcha thing. It's a, virtue signaling thing.
Sure.
You don't believe it yourself, but I don't.
Yeah.
Not our president. He does that. Do you have plans for the 4th of July?
I don't have. I haven't made plans yet. But I think there's a lot to celebrate.
Yeah, I was just working on a piece for the show that says that exact same thing. It's amazing that, especially, I don't want to keep picking on the kids, but the younger generations, they just don't have good perspective either about how much better they have it than people any time before them. and how much better they have it here than almost anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, I'm also very optimistic, and I believe whatever. I mean, look, what I just said, I think, is echoes what I mean by this, which is that the society that I have met, the society that I've been introduced to, the people that have come at me over the last 9 years, have not been divisive and angry and pissed off, and they have been so welcoming and lovely and loving that I'm so happy that that's the society that
Where do I fall on this scale?
You fall very much in the. You have been incredibly supportive because Evan has told me.
Yeah.
I know you've wanted me on this show for a long time. You've been very much on side, and that means a lot to me.
I'm keeping it real and not letting you off the hook.
Yeah.
You know, because that's the reality. But again, we all go through life, and the judgmentalness of like everything is a hanging offense, or, you know, it's always a life sentence. It's like, no, things are proportionate. That's how the real law works. You know, not everything is the death penalty.
It's true.
And it's just
That's true.
And I hate to pick on the kids, but they just don't have any perspective about how lucky they are. The idea that when we're around the same age, I'm 70. I don't think you hit that yet.
I haven't yet. No.
Okay, but
No.
you're on the way.
I'm 66.
You look good.
Thank you, sir.
By the way, for the stress that it must have been, you look good.
Thank you, sir.
You look like you could, you know, I mean, play the, you know, at that age, again, we're close. All you can do is, the best you can do is be like, not hard to look at.
Is that the review?
Is that-
not hard to look at?
Is that terrible?
No, not at all.
For our age, I think that's pretty good.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
We're not Glenn Powell. We never were. I mean, that's actually much more of an achievement for you in a way, because, like, you know, I was in commentary, I'm a comedian, but you were like playing leading man parts.
Well, and if I look at the actors that I grew up admiring, Spencer Tracy, Henry Fonda, Jimmy Stewart, Cagney, I mean, these actors had decades and decades and decades of being at the top of their profession. And many of them, Paul Newman, aged incredibly well, played fantastic parts when they were over 60.
Oh, yeah. The
And
Verdict.
did incredible things. Yeah, The Verdict's one of the great Paul Newman movies ever.
Yeah. Oh, no. And I think actors are better in their 50s, 60s when they get in that right. There is something that takes obviously decades to get to this sort of level of, you know, the old thing, don't get caught acting. You know, where it's just the most naturalistic kind of performance. I'm
at a point, because of the last 9 years, where I had never done therapy before. I had never gone into myself. I had never spent the kind of time that I've spent doing the programs I've done. And I'm closer to myself. I'm closer to my family. I'm closer to my friends than I've ever been. And I'm very curious now. I mean, I've had a couple of wonderful opportunities in the last couple of years to do some really work that means a lot to me. But I'm really at a point where I'm so excited about what my work is going to be like, because now I have gone into myself. I am closer to myself than I've ever been. And I'm really excited about working with a director particularly, who's going to bring that out of me, because I am ready now to share parts of myself that prior I wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody doubts if you got your meat into a great part.
Did you say my meat? I'm sorry. What did you say?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I thought we were beyond that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I had a little pot before I came over. I mean,
the thing is, I'm trying to keep my meat out of things. All right, I'm trying to move on. You understand?
With mixed success, let's be honest.
Right.
I mean, like,
did we just lose a sponsor?
You know,
did we just lose a sponsor?
Are you kidding? As if we're taping this, but that would be embarrassing. But you did always strike me. Again, this is from way afar and just how people talk. That, I mean, I'm not being snarky about it, but there are different kinds of, as with heterosexuals, gay people. most heterosexuals get married. And then when gay marriage became a thing, we saw zillions of people who acted just like the heterosexuals, bored, but together and fighting. Exactly.
That's right.
And then there was people like me, heterosexual, unlike you, but I feel like I was a guy who never wanted to get married and didn't. A single was like, no, this is actually more fun and I'm going to do it. And I feel like you were that guy in the gay world. It's just more fun.
I was definitely that guy in the gay world. But I will also say this. You may not remember this, but do you remember like the first times that we met?
Oh, God. Cut.
Because,
No.
you're going to love
No.
this, because it was at the Playboy Mansion.
Oh, that makes sense. I lived
Now,
there.
I don't know whether or not I can't quite remember. I remember seeing you at the Playboy. I have a memory of you there. But I also used to go there on Sundays because
Yes.
Hefner used to love to show movies
Yes.
with like a piano player. And I went there a couple of times, and I think you were there.
I did. But I was invited, I think, every Sunday, but I did not make a habit of it. I went on the 4th of July.
Right.
I remember that. But
Did you go in the grotto? Did you do
no, there are diseases in there that Columbus brought over. Are you kidding? The grotto, no.
And now
Did you?
someone's now bought it and totally changed it, right? Or is it still?
I don't know. I
You don't
haven't
know?
been up to the old haunted mansion. It was, and they said, I don't know if this is true, don't sue me if it wasn't, but I think I read that like there was mold.
Oh.
It just, and of course you can't be elderly and breathing mold. It just shows you you can be so brilliant and successful in one way.
Right.
And then you don't take care of the mold.
Yeah. That, by the way, is the best philosophy I've heard all week. If you don't take care of the mold, what's the point? So I'm talking like I'm in Palm Beach. Sorry.
I can tell you're itching to get in the game, and and by the way, not to scare you, but like I would do it sooner than later because like you're still, like I said, you look generically late middle age. You can play anything there. You can even have a love interest who's 30. I mean, a
30.
woman, yuck, but I mean, it's yucky pussy, but you're a great actor.
But why you not saying I can't play a wonderful gay character as well?
What?
That I could play a wonderful gay character as well.
Oh, you could now.
Yeah, that's right.
Now that the cat's out of the bag.
Hang on.
You don't want to be, at a certain point, you're iconic, so if it all goes under the bridge, you could have another 10 years of, doing really good stuff, and then you got to do Bad Grandpa. There's a point, just
Bad Grandpa.
You
That's fantastic. That sounds like a part Jack Lemmon would have played.
No, De Niro played it.
Oh, Bad Grandpa? Oh.
You didn't see it?
Well, if I did Bad Grandpa, I'd do it like Lemmon. Go fuck yourself.
Right. You're a good impressionist. You do.
Well, he was my mentor, Lemmon.
I do see similarities in your work.
I
do.
I met Jack Lemmon. You will not know this, but when I was in junior high school, I went to Parkman Junior High School in the Valley here. I went to the Mark Taper Forum for a theater audition workshop that he was running. Wow. And I got up and did a little monologue, and at the end, he walked over to me. I was 13 years old, and he said, "That was a touch of terrific."
Really?
He said, "No, everything I just talked about, this young actor did. What's your name?" I said, "Kevin." He said, "But listen to me." He said, when you get finished with school here, you should go to New York and you should study to be an actor because this is what you're meant to do with your life."
Wow.
And 13 years later,
wow.
I went to New York. I went to Juilliard, and I got the opportunity to audition to play his son in a production of Long Day's Journey into Night, and I won the part. And Jack and I did that play for a year, and he played my father in that. And then we did 3 other projects together, ending with Glengarry Glen Ross.
Everyone on this show has these awesome stories about Showbiz is past, and I got nothing.
You got nothing?
Who was here
No,
last
come
week?
on.
And they were like,
Didn't Dangerfields discover you in a bathroom somewhere?
that's about it. And you think of a grodier scene than I mean, I loved him, but he used to come in. He was, when I first started in 1979 at Catch a Rising Star, was the big club in New York.
Yeah. I was a Juilliard at that point.
Were you aware of Catch? Did you
Absolutely.
Oh, you
I
went
used to do
there?
stand-up comedy because I was working on my Johnny Carson impression.
I never saw you there in that era. 79 to 83, I was
Oh,
there.
sure.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know that. You do a great Carson.
Oh, sure. I love Johnny.
I do
No,
too.
this is true. I don't make this up. There was an earthquake in Los Angeles this morning. You may not have known it. I was sitting in a hotel room, and all of a sudden the hotel starts to move. I thought Ed had fallen out of bed, but then I realized, how can you fall off a floor? No, that's not true. Ed slept like a log last night, which is true because when I got up, he was in my fireplace. Weird guy. Anyway.
Kids.
Do you know I did his show once before he retired? I got to do Carson with Carson.
You think the kids know who that is? What
hope so.
percentage? Some do. I mean,
I hope so.
to me, no, many will not.
Many will not, but God, I miss him.
Oh, I did too.
I really miss him.
But I also say, I even wrote it once. When he died, I did something for Time magazine. I think he died in 2001 or something. And I did say, as much as I gave him his props, that Leno was the right person for his era. You have to be the right person in that job for the era. Johnny was great when conversations breathed a little more.
Yep.
When people didn't have smartphones and attention spans like a gnat, and, they had been educated, and, he used to have Gore Vidal on, and then it was just like, the talk show became more like more of a party than a conversation. And
Do you know I played Gore Vidal?
no, but you'd be a great choice.
I played Gore Vidal in a movie that we shot in 2017 in Italy,
What movie?
Rome.
What movie?
It's a movie called Dear Mr. Vidal, and Netflix has shelved it.
See, this is what I mean about show business jail. Okay,
It's, by the way, I've seen it. It's completed. It's ready.
right.
And it is a shame that they've shelved it because the director, the screenwriter, Michael Skulberg, who plays the Gore's lover of 40-something years, I think would win an Academy Award for his performance. The other actors, the crew, they're also being punished, and they shouldn't be. And I hope Netflix grows up about it because it's an incredible movie, and I have to say, I think it's one of the best films I've ever done.
Wow.
So I would love for that movie to finally get seen.
But they own it outright.
They own it.
Yeah.
And they say they don't want to release it. So I say give it to us and we'll get it released. Give it to Paramount.
Well, we can't have people watching movies from bad people.
Oh.
That's what I say.
Oh, I see.
We can't have people watching. Now, did you see the Michael Jackson movie?
I did not.
I'm
no.
joking. You see?
Did you see it?
No, but I'm just saying people are
Oh, I see.
are like,
Yeah.
gaga. It's going to make $1 billion.
Right.
And look, I don't think he should, first of all, as I always say, the music didn't rape anybody,
Well, and also I think the movie takes place at a time when it was before he was ever accused of anything.
I know, but if people were really being consistent about this shit, I mean, fuck. Even Oprah came in on the side of, I believe the kids. So, it's so inconsistent. If you want to, forgive and just enjoy the art, some people get that pass and some do not. Or some get, again, I think in your case.
I would say this. I don't think art should be fucked with over allegations alone.
Of course not.
That's what I think.
But that part is never going to happen. Humans are humans. They love to believe a rumor.
Yeah, but in the end, I also believe that, we're going to figure this out. It's going to correct itself in a way that I think we'll look back and go, what the fuck were we going through?
I mean, that already has started to take place.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But, it's not like, it's not like that's going to fall easily. Andrew Sullivan had a great line last week. He said, you know, woke isn't dead, it's just waiting.
Like an assassin.
Well, I mean...
By the way, do you put this picture up here deliberately?
Why? Isn't
Well, it's
that...
an Oswald. It's a shot of Oswald being shot.
Well, no, it's you're not looking at it.
Oh.
It's using the original picture of the sheriff and Oswald.
He's got a microphone.
Yeah, one is playing guitar. He looks. It's making him look like they're in a band.
Oh, I see.
You see?
Fantastic. The Oswald brothers, yes. I love them.
I mean, Kennedy assassination fans love it. Oliver Stone was here, and he came in his pants.
Love that. Yeah, I'll bet.
Did you ever work with him?
Stone, no.
Oh, what a shame.
No.
What a pairing you guys would be.
Oh, are you kidding? Aren't we both canceled?
Or you?
No.
No, but
He's okay. He's okay.
Well, you know, again, it's so inconsistent. He loves Putin. It's like the epitome of bad man. You know, I mean, you can quibble about certain people.
Have you invited Putin here, by the way?
I have.
Have you?
And look, I didn't think Mike Pence would ever do my show. He did it Mike Pence?
Mike Pence.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
came out to do the evil Bill Maher show. So
that's so
I don't put anything past anybody at some, but it's always shifting. Trump changed the rules of what we expect from a president, what a president can do, you know.
But don't you think that's part of the reason that he won?
Absolutely.
People are like, he can do anything he wants. I want to be with that guy.
And there's just it's amazing. He's at the same time the most full of shit person and also the most authentic. I mean, again, to say to somebody, you're a terrible person, say what you want, it's pretty authentic.
You've said it to me 3 times tonight, and I don't know what the fuck I did.
You know, I mean, that's pretty, so, you know, I mean, he is who he is, and...
What are you doing for July 4th, by the way? You get some...
I don't know. I'm going to Washington next week. I'm getting this Mark Twain.
Oh, yes, that's right.
So,
congratulations.
But again, the anxiety of whether they're going to cancel it or whatever.
But it's at the Kennedy Center.
Yes. And then they
no longer the Trump Center.
Yes, and I don't know if that's going to rile them up. You know, it's like there's this tiger that's sleeping.
But how would you feel if he suddenly decided at the end of the day to come?
That could happen too.
That could
seriously.
Happen. Yeah, that could happen.
Yeah.
But how would that make you feel?
Awesome. What an ending.
Would that? And by the way, would that change your acceptance speech? Would you?
No. No. It's not all about him.
Well, that's your first mistake.
That's all right. Exactly.
Yeah.
That was a perfect smash cut. It's not all about him. Guantanamo, you know, the classic. Yeah, the classic.
Yeah, that's the alligator, whatever that place is in Florida. Yeah.
The guy comes over to you and you spit because that's all you have because you're tied up. Because that's going to make things better.
That's right.
When you can't.
It's not about him.
What about a comedy? That's what you should do.
Are you kidding?
Comedy.
I love it. Don't you? I did Horrible Bosses. I did Horrible Bosses too. I had such a great time.
Oh, American Beauty.
American Beauty is very funny. A lot of it's very funny.
Oh, it's all funny.
A lot of it. Well, maybe the ending isn't funny.
I don't remember the ending.
Well, of course, because you were asleep watching porn in the hotel room.
I love that movie. It's a great movie. I've seen it more than once, but it was, that's one I could, that's a good idea because it's been long enough. I mean, I certainly remember the performance, which I remember at the time, and I imagine I would still believe was very much like and deserved to be compared to Dustin Hoffman in The Graduate. Like, there's no jokes in either movie. No jokes.
That's right.
And yet, it's very funny.
Very funny.
And to pull that off, you know.
Well, A, we had a great script. B, Sam Mendes was a great director. I knew him from theater. And it was his first film. And it's very funny because, just going back to Jack Lemmon for a second, Sam said to me, he brought the best of theater to that experience. We rehearsed it like for 2 weeks before we started shooting. And It's about the third day of rehearsal, and Sam said to me, "When was the last time you watched The Apartment?" And I was like, "Well, I've seen The Apartment many times, but I don't remember the last time I watched it."
I just watched it.
He said, "Watch it tonight, and then let's you and I talk tomorrow morning."
Mm.
So that night, I watched The Apartment again.
Jack
which is
Lemmon.
one of the great movies ever.
Shirley MacLaine.
Shirley MacLaine, Fred McMurray. And then I met with Sam the next morning, and he said, "The great thing about Lemmon's performance in that film is that no matter what comes at him, no matter what happens, and a lot does, we never see him change. We only see him evolve. And that's what I need you to do as Lester. We don't want to ever see Lester change. We just want to see him evolve."
It's a good thing
And
I
it was
got
a
out of
great
acting.
piece of direction.
Good thing I got out of acting. I could never pull that off. I mean, it just wasn't my thing. I did it in the 80s when I was a young comic, but it was
Well,
like...
you've made movies, though.
Yeah, I know it. So I'm glad I had
One
that.
credit
No,
less, isn't that?
That's a
20?
joke. It's a joke on the movies I did make. Cannibal Women in the Avocado Jungle of Death. I actually made that one.
Right.
And Pizza Man and DC Cab. Oh, I had a lot of great
But
credits.
what about the guy? Look at Kevin. What's his name from?
Have you seen my Murder, She Wrote?
I have not seen your Murder,
May I
She
send
Wrote.
them to
Oh, please.
I mean, look.
And by the way,
You're
she didn't do her off camera, did she?
What? she wasn't even there for one of them. I'm not fucking with it.
Oh, I got it. Yeah. Apparently, she never did her off camera. Somebody in a wig did her off
She
camera.
did like 13 of the 22. But no, if you, because I know you're an actor, whatever you may think about Mr. Spacey and his life, he's an acting maestro. Weren't you the head of the Old Vic?
I was the head of the Old Vic, yes, for 12 years.
I mean, how do you turn that vague idea of change and evolution into like what you're actually doing or saying?
But it's the greatest thing when something... Look, there's a lot of things you can do when you're preparing for a part, whether it's a play or a movie. You can read a lot of stuff. You can, take in a lot of stuff. But it's the things that make it active for you that you can actually play that for me are very exciting. So when a director can say something to me that I can understand that as an idea, and it gives me the energy and the focus to move in that direction. I don't know whether it's going to work or not, but it opens me up to trying something in a way that I've never done it before. I've been so fortunate with the directors I've worked with.
That's why I never progressed as an actor. That's gutsy. I was just not willing to like be gutsy like that. I was a comic. It was a whole different thing.
But don't you think, I mean, look, I always think the writing of comedy, the figuring out of bits, all that stuff it's always a risk because you never know whether it's going to land or not land.
Sweetheart,
right?
Nothing is worse than the first 2 years in comedy. Whatever you went through, that's the brutal,
Right.
Two drunks at 2 a.m,
right.
nobody laughing, nobody encouraging you, poor, just everything bad.
Right.
And the worst part, wondering if you were, oh, Jesus Christ, am I going to be one of the people who's on, it's like in the Army, am I going to be the one who gets shot on this charge?
Right.
And,
Was there a, because I've had moments in my experience where I gave a performance, something happened on stage, something that gave me confidence that I was actually an actor and I was going to do it. Were there moments where something happened in front of an audience that
I got laughs.
Yeah.
What are you fucking talking about? Of course, that's what happened.
That's what happened.
They started laughing.
Yeah. I was looking for something more profound than just they started
You're
laughing.
more of show business than in it, aren't you?
Got it, right.
I think I was telling somebody this recently. I can remember the date, June 20th, 1980, when I did a full 15 minutes and they laughed from beginning to end. It was just,
wow.
You did a set and they laughed. It was a Saturday, it was cake, so the audience was...
And where was it?
It was Catch a Rising Star.
Wow.
And it was, I remember that more than my whatever other great acme of achievement I may have achieved was no, because it was sort of like a stamping of your past. Oh, okay, I can get on this ship at least. I'll be at the lowest rung, but it'll be on the thing.
Well, This is why I disagree with Wanda Sykes. We need more of you, not less.
Oh, yeah. Were you there at the Golden?
No, I know about that.
Oh,
yeah.
that's so funny. It's so funny that people ask me about that. Like, I thought it was like nothing. And then I talked to her after and it was nothing. And then, but it just as when people want to, like, make something, they just do.
Yeah.
They just,
right. Right.
it's fun. But no, I did. If there's a beef, I don't know about it.
Right.
And then somebody asked me the other day about what she said on a podcast, and or what do you think? I said I hadn't heard. I'm not on really social media.
Well, there's something.
Are you on social media, Kevin?
A tiny bit.
What do you say?
But Evan does most of it because he's afraid I'm going to like something I shouldn't like.
But I mean, when the phone is in your hand.
No, I'm not. No.
Never.
Not really. No.
I feel like you're a little.
But this is what I find crazy. If someone has a problem with you, why don't they pick up a phone and call you and tell you? Why do they wait until they're sitting in front of a journalist and then they turn it into a story? I think that if you have a problem with somebody, then you should tell them. You should confront them about it and not just wait until... I'm just talking about in general. I tend to see a lot of these things where people attack someone in an interview and say something negative about them in an interview that they didn't clearly say to them directly. And that's kind of how I felt about what she did.
I feel like all the rules have just sort of been let to slide. A lot of articles in respectable papers, it's so obvious, like, this is what we want to say, and then we call up somebody who we know agrees with it. They say, expert, and you're like, oh, look at what the expert said. That's why he's an expert.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
And it's okay, but I always feel like I'm being funneled toward an opinion instead of just given the facts.
That's right.
Ma'am. Remember Jack Webb?
Well, I've watched a number of these interviews that you've done, and you always take the side of I want the whole story, not just a piece of the story.
Because I'm Scott Pelley, and this is 60 minutes.
This is 60 minutes.
What did you think of that? What did you think of that? What's an interesting question? Scott Pelley, who you know the whole story.
I sort of followed it.
Okay, so. Paramount, which owns CBS, got bought by David Ellison.
That's right.
Son of billionaire Larry Ellison.
That's right.
And merged it with a smaller company of his. Okay, he's 40 or something, and they are close to Trump. Not close, like they're not MAGA. They're not going to fights on the lawn, I don't think.
But what they have done is they've stood up for Israel.
Yeah.
They have absolutely hired people who no one else would hire.
Right.
Johnny Depp, Brett Ratner, the list goes on. They're unafraid, and I have great respect for what they're doing.
Oh, great. Yeah, I do too. I don't know how it'll come out, but in general, I understand people's qualms because the Trump administration, it's the crazy corrupt things with crypto and tariffs. There's always a side deal for the.
Did you have no money in SpaceX?
For the family. It's just how he does business. I wet my beak, but the other side would say 60 Minutes was too left to begin with, and this is moving to the center. I know the person in charge is Barry Weiss. I like Barry a lot. I mean, we have a history. I love the free press. She's a Jewish lesbian. I don't think she's some sort of radical Trumper. Nobody gives somebody a chance. I mean, Scott Pelley to be like this guy, the new guy, and companies change hands all the time. He comes in, this guy Nick, and Scott Pelley attacks it in the how are you meeting? The bagels are in the back. And he's like, you will never be respected here. And it's like, how could you not think you were going to get fired?
Right.
I mean.
Look, I can only tell you this, that the right, if you're going to label people right or left, the right and very significant figures on the right, like Douglas Murray.
Love him.
incredible man, who Evan also represents.
All the troublemakers.
Oh, yeah. People like Douglas and others on the right have been so publicly supportive of me and believe that I was not given due process and have been out there for me and supporting me.
Yeah, because you're bad and they're bad.
Fine, if that's what you want to think.
No, I'm kidding.
But on the left, not a single journalist has stood up and said anything in my favor for 9 years.
Oh, I've gotten on my own network about Woody Allen, and I don't want to pick on Scabs, but we just disagree. Woody was here, and
Yeah, I watched that. He was very good. He was wonderful.
pretty good.
Yeah, no, I'm not lofty. There's no loftiness.
Okay, now do Woody in bed with Johnny Carson, and include a reach around.
Well, what are you going to do with that golf club? Wait a second. Hey.
Oh, it's like we're doing improv comedy.
And why not?
Were you ever an improv comic? I wasn't.
I wasn't really an improv. I mean, I did it in class and things like that, but no, I was.
couldn't.
I was generally doing Katharine Hepburn, Jimmy Stewart in odd situations, like Jimmy Stewart in a laundromat running out of coin.
Wait, let me get Ed Sullivan to introduce this. Hello.
Katharine Hepburn.
Yeah, with a very fine,
Wonderful actor.
impressionist. He's works all the clubs. Kevin
Spacey
Spacey.
doing his Katharine Hepburn. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, that's.
Can you imagine if she came here, she'd rearrange the furniture. Let us be the color.
Kids, I'm going to make a list of all the people we've been talking about that you don't know. And then you gotta just give us this. If we're still talking about them, they must have been pretty good.
Pretty
right?
good.
I mean, it is amazing how ephemeral show business.
I want to just
Notoriety.
briefly touch on an area that I think you have some very strong opinions about, which is AI.
Oh, yes.
Because I'd love to sort of hear what your stance is on.
Well,
AI.
I mean, obviously there's great possibilities there. As someone who is 70, I'm counting on them. I mean, figure this shit out. Like, where are you, AI? Come on, cancer, let's go. Let's go. I thought you were the smartest dude ever. I mean, should I really be giving up all I'm giving up if you can't figure out cancer?
Right.
When I say figure out, I mean like going to the doctor and him saying, oh, you have a cancer of the blah, blah, blah. And
boom.
We know what causes it and we know exactly what to give you.
Right.
That's what I mean by figuring out. If you can't do that, then,
Then all the other shit doesn't.
Well, the fact that, the father of the whole AI industry, Jeffrey Hinton, said he thought there was a 10 to 20% chance that it was an extinction event to move for. And so did Musk. Musk, for all the things he's done that are a little nutty, he got this right. He said it before it was even on my radar, way back, like 2014. He was like, I'm very worried about AI and where this is going and how this goes. And I see exactly what they're talking about now. I see it when I pull out of my driveway because every fucking car does what it wants. Now, my driveway, like yours and I'm sure everybody else's, connects to the street. So when I'm at the end of it, I'm at kind of a T. And sometimes because it's a street, cars are going by.
Yeah.
I can see them. I don't need my fucking car. But, yes, I know. I see the car right in front of me. Before I had you, I never once plowed right into a car on the street as I was coming out of my driveway.
Right.
I actually actively worked to avoid that. But now this fucking thing thinks that I need to be yelled at. If I wanted to be nagged, I'd get married. I say I do it all the time. And I can't turn that off because it's for safety.
Right.
Safety.
Right.
And, I see why people, they're not going to get me, but I see why people go toward I want my freedom. You know?
I like that guy. By the way, I like that guy a lot.
I am that guy at times.
At times,
I
sure.
think we all are.
Sure.
We all want our freedom.
And do you think there are, I mean, it's very interesting how the film industry talks about AI, and there's all these debates and all these questions about what will it do, and will it take parts away from actors, and will everything get...
It's already doing that. You know who I'm fucking? Tilly Norwood. Do you know who that is?
No idea.
She's the AI actress that is quite popular. I mean...
And how is that fuck?
Well, I found out she's fucking like 6 million other guys.
Well, you're kind of used to that, aren't you?
Oh,
wait a second.
That was a good, not accurate, but a perfect line.
Because it's interesting. People ask questions about, you go to a film festival and people ask questions about how I feel about AI. And I say, well, all I know is that the memories that I have of working with incredible directors and phenomenal actors and screenwriters, moments I've had in rehearsal rooms where something happened that wasn't expected. Someone went in a different direction and we discovered something in a scene.
Can't do that.
AI can't do any of that. And that's about trust, and that's about working and collaborating with other human beings. And I just don't have any fear about that being replaced. That if you have to ask AI every question you need an answer for, that's not the way that creative things happen.
I agree. That's not my fear or beef with AI, my own personal job. I think I'll be the last man standing against AI. My fear is that
97 he'll be, and now we have Mike Pence again, for Christ's sake.
No, I don't think it'll take that long. But I do think that they will get hold of decision-making. I mean, already, right now, in the present, there is a big debate over what Anthropic can do with their latest Claude. And there are already people saying, the head of the company is, to his credit, we are not going to sell you this until we are assured there is a human in the chain of command. Mm-hmm. And I can see, like everything else in Washington, that maybe they put it in now, maybe they get rid of it later. I mean, they never said there was going to be an income tax. And then it was when they started, it was like, well, it'll never be more than 2%. And now,
but don't you find it interesting that, for example, someone like Martin Scorsese has just joined the board of an AI company, and he is the person who has fought about film and fought about the industry.
No,
and now people have come out against him because he said we should embrace whatever the advances in filmmaking can be.
Okay, first off, could we just not always have to come out against?
Well, I mean,
can't we just
exactly? Yeah. Yes, that you have 100% of my opinion. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I wish we didn't have to do that. Yeah.
As soon as I saw it, I knew people would come out against because you just can't disagree.
Yeah, because because you know what the journalists do. They sow Twitter on fire.
Oh, right.
Internet goes crazy. It's like
people.
9 people.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a guy quoting his mom.
That's right.
I know. It's just ridiculous. But no, I saw that, and see, that would just make me not want to come out against Martin.
That's right.
It would make me just want to talk to him.
Yeah.
Has he not earned, through his work as an auteur, the right to be heard out on an issue which is in flux all the time?
And by the way, if he's getting paid for it, I have no problem with that.
If he's saying, I'm worried about AI in this existential way, but for the movies, yes, it can be very good. That's a reasonable position because both things can be true.
That's right. Yeah.
It's so frustrating.
Yeah, it's this weird thing. The sort of woke world of it all it reminds me of, I think Sean Penn said it better than anyone could have said it. Certainly better than I could have said it. He says it's gotten to the point now where if you aren't actually a Danish prince, you can't play Hamlet.
No.
I went, that's really accurate.
Right. I mean, and that certainly applies to the gay thing because,
Sure.
this whole idea that you have to be gay to play gay. Do you agree with that? No.
Well, not only to agree with it, but I feel for these younger actors and actresses that I see talk about. They're playing a character in a TV series that's quite popular where they're playing a gay character, and they feel so much pressure about declaring what they are and who they are that people are sort of at 21 years old, before they really know, are feeling all this pressure publicly to come out or not come out. And I think that, coming out is not easy. It was not easy for me, although I was, for many years, people within the gay community made jokes about me as if being famous and coming out was like an easy thing. It was actually not an easy thing, and I resisted it for a long, long time. And for me, I'm sorry that I didn't have that courage earlier in my life.
That forced upon you by the scandal?
No, not at all. I was actually ready to come out for 2 years before the scandal happened. But I'm just saying, much earlier in my career, because there were so many stories about me, there was lots of talk about that I was gay and I just wasn't out. And rather than the gay community understanding that and saying to me, we'll be there when you need us, we want you in our community, I always felt that I was being attacked. And that always just was very painful for me.
This town is everything its reputation says when they talk about sharks. And there's some great stuff, but it is also full of a bunch of phonies and backstabbers. And it's just, and the reason I think is because everybody wants to be in show business and at the pinnacle of it and a star and everything that they think makes life so great. And sometimes it does. Mm-hmm. There's no denying there's some excitement there, and sometimes it doesn't, but they want it. And so the things that people are willing to do, there's lots of movies about this. You remember the Oscar from 1960 with, I forget, I think it was Stephen Boyd.
I don't think I know this.
No, the Oscar, he wants the Oscar so bad, and he's just like fucking over everybody.
Oh, really?
And the ending is he's up against, his name is Frank, the character. He fucks up for everybody, and then he thinks he's going to get the Oscar, and the guy's up there reading the thing, and he says, and the winner is Frank Sinatra. And Sinatra does a cameo.
Oh my God.
And that's the big ending.
Oh my God. No, I don't know this.
Oh,
that's
I'm surprised. You should watch that one. It's a great like soap opera kind of, but big budget, like.
I don't know that movie.
Valley of the Dolls.
Who plays the Frank character?
Him, Stephen Boyd.
Stephen Boyd.
But his character is Frank, but that's just the blow at the end of the movie.
That's hilarious.
The winner is Frank, and you see him like Sinatra.
Almost getting up. Yeah.
I just rewatched The Nutty Professor with Jerry Lewis.
Oh my Lord!
What?
No, just Lewis. Amazing.
Oh yeah.
I saw him, I think at Bally's Park Place in Vegas with Sammy Davis Jr.
Wow.
They did an evening together.
Wow.
They came out together, did a blah, 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 blah. One of them left.
Right.
Did a blah, blah. One of them left, and they came back together at the end. It was absolutely insane.
Oh my God, I would have loved to see that.
Chakunk. Mm-hmm.
I saw Sammy once in Reno. I was playing Reno. It was probably 1984.
Wow.
Yeah. And Reno is a very small town. It was like, I would hear it on TV, uttered in the same breath when they were doing plugs as Vegas, and he'll be at the Star Lounge in Las Vegas, and also Reno and Tahoe. Tahoe is another.
Right.
And so, like, I thought, and then you get there, and it's like, it was almost like a comedy club. It was just not a, and I saw Sammy but they all played it. Cosby, everybody, because I guess they were in Vegas. It's like, go up to Reno, it's a drive.
I was, I think, the last performer to do a concert at the Stardust.
In Vegas?
In the Wayne Newton showroom. in Vegas. Yeah, because I was doing a tour. So I played Bobby Darin in a film.
Oh, I love
did
that
all the
movie.
tracks.
Yeah,
I
no.
sang all the stuff.
Yes.
And so I went on tour with this band, and we played the Stardust, and it was incredible. That's sort of that kind of Vegas room that really doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I love that movie. What is the title?
Beyond the Sea.
Beyond the Sea, because that was his big hit. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now, sometimes a person really is sort of like born to play somebody. I mean, you kind of look like him, and
It was amazing. First of all, I had Phil Ramone as my record producer.
Oh, wow.
He did all the tracks, and he was an incredible man. I had Roger Kellaway, who was one of Bobby Darin's accompanists, took him out on the road. He was my piano player. I put Peter Cincotti in the film, playing my conductor. It was one of the great experiences, and we did all the tracks at Abbey Road.
You have this whole other life as a musician, right?
Yeah, I'm doing concerts now.
See, that must lead to temptation, groupies, musicians, the road.
No.
Like I say, probably.
No. No. I'm at a point now where I'm beyond sort of putting myself in any kind of situation.
You're beyond the sea.
Yeah, I'm beyond the sea, yeah.
You were beyond the sea when you were born.
Wait a second. Hang on a second.
Well, you know, your body tells you to slow down.
Yeah.
You know, but
I feel so energized and excited. I mean, I've been very fortunate. Last year, Evan produced a film that we did called Roadworthy that we did with F. Murray Abraham and Billy Zane, and it was a great experience. And
Billy Zane played Marlon Brando.
That's right.
Because he had
That's
to.
Right.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Well, he looked, it's amazing, really.
That's good.
How much he.
Oh, you got the face.
Well, here's the point I'm trying to make, Bill. I can't help this, but I've been calling it Club Abandon. I don't know why. It's just what I feel. I can't.
Wow, you got the face.
I love
That's
Brando.
tough.
Yeah.
You know who did that better than anybody? Jim Carrey.
Oh my God.
He used to do an act at the Comedy Store. I think it was just the faces. He would
just turn into someone.
Just turn his face.
Yeah.
I can't
He used to. I think maybe his first appearance on Carson, he did Clint Eastwood, but he literally showed you as he like made the face. He made himself become Clint Eastwood in front of your eyes. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
I think he's a remarkable person.
He is
He's also grown and changed and
done some
amazing stuff.
Adult movies.
I mean, and also watching him he's done a couple of college speeches at commencements that have just been beautiful, really beautiful about where he is.
Yeah, I mean, he's a complicated dude. I know that. I don't know him well, but I always liked him. You know, we were never like close. I don't think he gets close. I mean, he's a bit of a manic depressive.
I think he's better now than he's ever been.
Yeah, no, I've been
think
out with him.
He feels that.
And with other people, and he's not a crazy person, but he can go into dark moods. You know,
and who can't?
Me. I mean, I would like to think I'm not in. Who knows what's
you must have dark days.
In life, I've had them. They don't happen a lot anymore.
Right.
I mean, at this age...
Well, that's because you're high as a kite.
No, it's because I'm careful as a catfish. I don't know why I
don't know.
Catfish.
What is it? Like, what are you going fishing? What are you talking
I'm a careful person. Like, I don't do stuff that's going to get me in trouble, even though my reputation is always being in trouble. Like, you're beef with Wanda Sykes. What? Nothing.
What? I said nothing.
I'm a very careful person.
And is that because you're worried about how something might be interpreted, or?
No, I'm worried about pain. Don't want to stave it off.
Stave it off. Yes.
I think I was a nervous child.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was the kid who, like, when they came to get me for kindergarten. I didn't.
Why do you make it sound like it's Blanche Dubois in Streetcar when they came to get me?
Yeah. Not kindergarten. Sorry, I went.
Sorry.
I went to kindergarten.
Yes.
Nursery school.
Nursery
there was
school.
something.
They came to get you for
They,
nursery
they
school.
came to get me. Because one of my first memories of me being on the stairs in our little house, and they came to the door like the half bus or whatever.
I've always depended on the kindness of strangers.
Some little purple with flowers on it. Like it was all the other kids, I'm sure, were happy to get into this van with strangers. Nothing weird about that. And I threw a tantrum on the stairs about leaving.
You did not want to get in that van.
I was like, here at home with Mom, I'm into it. You know what? And to the point where I guess they must have had some meeting and when like, this kid is going to fuck up nursery school. He really doesn't want to go. Let's just skip it. And they did.
And they did.
And that's why I'm so ignorant today. If I only could have
you could have gotten
had that.
nursery school, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. I don't know what brought that up.
You know, I grew up in the Valley. I'm a Valley kid.
Oh, really?
That's right. Thousand Oaks and then the Valley.
Yeah, whenever I read about it, like I think Bret Easton Ellis is a kid who grew up in the Valley. You ever read his?
Robert Redford went to Van Nuys High School.
Oh, yeah. That's a little before even our time.
Yeah.
Didn't we just lose him?
We did just lose him.
Wow, what a lion he was.
It's incredible. I've been going through my archives because I've kept everything. So I'm having this experience where I'm doing what would normally happen when you die, which is your relatives go through your stuff. But I've actually been going through it myself, which has been really moving and incredible, and because I kept everything. And I found about 3 months ago a letter that I got. It was 1991 or 2. I had gone into audition for Quiz Show, which was a film that Ralph Fiennes did.
Robert Redford
directed.
About
a quiz show that was...
Famous scandal.
Famous scandal.
Huge scandal.
Yeah, huge scandal
in
America.
the year 1959.
That's right. And I'd gone into audition for a part in the movie, and I didn't get it. But 3 weeks later, I get this letter from Robert Redford thanking me for coming into audition, telling me how great I was, but that he was going to go in a different direction, and he just wanted to wish me well with my career. I was like, what fucking director writes an actor he doesn't cast?
And who's the guy in your other story about when you were... Who you just told me was like when you were 13.
Lemmon.
Okay, so now we have Jack Lemmon doing it.
Robert Redford. Yeah.
No.
You have none of these stories?
Nobody ever told me
Listen,
anything
why don't you
good.
make up a story? Make up a story that Carson came one night and saw you. Did you do Carson?
But he didn't.
All right, well, somebody who you could...
I did Carson 31 times.
31 times.
Yeah.
Wow.
I did Carson a lot. From
Incredible.
1982 to he left in 92. And then I did it a zillion times with Jay.
With Jay, yeah.
I mean, Jay's my boy.
Yeah.
One of the few people I look up to.
He was great. I found actually one of the things I found from Jay was 2 telegrams I found recently. She sent me a telegram saying how happy he was that the Beyond the Sea got great reviews. He was looking forward to seeing it. It was just a telegram he sent me.
A telegram?
A telegram.
What year is this? 1920? A telegram?
Telegrams. I have lots of telegrams from when I did theater. So people would send telegrams to the theater.
What year are we talking about?
Probably was, well, this would have been 2003 or
People
4.
were sending telegrams?
They still send telegrams. Opening nights, you send telegrams.
Okay, I'm ignorant. I didn't.
I'm going to send you a telegram. It's going to say,
How
go,
would you even get
go
it?
fuck yourself.
Does it mean like a kid comes in
no.
wearing the cap like a bellboy? And telegram from Mr. Spacey.
Yes, exactly. You're going to get that. Telegram from Mr. Mayor.
Telegram for Johnny Asshole. Is there a Johnny Asshole
But here's the other telegram I found from Jay Leno. He wrote me this incredibly beautiful telegram when my mother passed away, because he knew how much my mother meant to me. And I thought that was really sweet of
You're
him.
talking about Leno?
Leno, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I can't. You can't be in a good war with Jay Leno. He's just always going to win.
Oh, he's over here.
He just like he does.
He used to come around, he'd come in, and they brought the drinks trailer, the
No.
trolley into your room when you were going to do the show.
Yeah,
And then he'd come and say, what should we talk about tonight? What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about your movie? Hey, you want to... And it was like so different from Carson because you didn't see Carson. You never
Right.
saw Letterman before you went on.
Nobody ever sees me. I don't know how anybody can do that. You want to save that energy
Sure.
for when you walk out.
That's right.
No,
Leno loved to come and see you before
Oh,
the
I
show.
know.
Yeah.
But everybody has their own
What do you
style.
want to talk about? You want to talk about?
It's true. It's absolutely true.
Say, well, I hear you playing with toy trains. Is that...
Is it true that you met Jack Lemmon? You were like 4? What?
Yeah.
But, as I was saying an hour ago or something, when I had to do that appreciation of Carson in time, I really was glad. I read it back recently for some reason that I did take the moment to give Leno his props that you just, Johnny would not survive right now. You can't, unless he had changed a lot. And that's not who he was. He was gracious. He was not loud. It wasn't like screaming to get more attention to the other guy. He wasn't. He wasn't partisan.
And he wasn't political.
He was political, just not partisan.
Just not partisan, that's right.
And neither was Jay. They knew how to do that, where they didn't write off half the
Here's something
country.
interesting. You may disagree or agree with this, but here's something I felt watching and learning as I did. I used to go to the Tonight Show when I was 16, 17 years old. I still have my tickets stubs from when I went to the Tonight Show.
Really? Wow.
And I think over a period of time, I began to realize the difference between Johnny Carson and any other host. Maybe Letterman. But Johnny knew he was the host. And that was the role he played. I always felt Leno played the audience.
Wow, I can't believe I'm here with you. Wow, it's incredible. What am I doing? It's amazing. Sitting next to you is such a great...
He always played the audience, like I'm one of you.
Look,
but Johnny
Jay-
played the host.
Look, Jay's just a stand-up comedy machine. He just is. So, you can't blame him for really wanting to just do an hour of stand-up because
No, not at all. I'm just
when-
saying there's a difference between recognizing why I think Johnny survived as long as he survived.
Yes, but also Jay. They've twice fired him for the crime of being number one, and he kept it on.
Yes, I was the second person to be fired for being number one. Yeah, sure. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, 22 years is an incredible run, and he found a way to be himself in an interview. Part of it when, what Jay really loves is to sit around with other comics and write jokes and do jokes.
Right.
And it's just, and that's why he's such an amazing guy. During the strike, 20 years ago strike, we were allowed to write our own stuff or something. And we just didn't have the right. I didn't notice any difference in the monologue. He wrote the whole thing himself. He's that kind of a savant.
Did you ever find I always found this sort of just a funny phenomenon with comedians, that you could sit around with a group of comedians in a bar or a club or whatever, and somebody would be telling their jokes. Doing their bits. I got a bit. And they do the bit.
That's not what we sound like.
And you do the bit, and people would go like this. Yeah, that's funny. That'll work. They wouldn't laugh.
There is some.
There would be a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna work. That's funny.
Okay,
that's not funny.
Okay, but it's a cliche like all supermodels are anorexic. It's there's some of that, and not the people I chose to hang out with because they're all generous.
But who? So when you were starting out and all that, who were was there a group of comedians you were?
Yeah, you wouldn't know
of?
most of them, but you would know Jerry Seinfeld. He was one of them.
Right.
Larry David was a little before me and on a different club.
Robert Klein.
No, that was a different generation.
Different generation.
That was the one Jerry and I and all of us
just lost Tom Dreesen.
Looked up to. I love Tom, but we did not see Tom and
Didn't-
God bless him and Robert Klein in the same
Right,
rank.
right,
Robert
right.
Klein was, I would say, more than anyone, the one comedians in my like graduating class looked up to. Him and Carlin
Yeah, right.
were the two who were like hip.
Right.
You know, the post Alan King era, even though Alan King was kind of hip, but it was still a little Borscht Belty.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, sure. But did you ever have those nights where like you went and saw somebody get up on stage and you were like, holy fuck, who is that?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen guys have good sets, yes. And I mean, I'm sure if you ran the names by me, I could think of that. But I mean, Richard Belzer,
Oh, wow.
who never became like famous that much as a stand-up comic, that's really
Much more famous on Law and Order.
Yes, it's true.
right, yeah.
Only because he was like the world's worst worker. He was so amazingly talented and funny, but he would never write anything down.
Oh, well,
You know, he just got stoned when on stage. And when he was like on fire at Catch a Rising Star, that was the best I've ever seen.
You knew Jay Moore?
Who?
Jay Moore?
Yeah, I know Jay. I don't think we were the same. He was not in New York when I was in New
Jay
York.
took me one night. We were at the, I think we were at the Comedy Store. We were watching some comedians, and then he said, "Should I call Hackett?" I said, "What?" He goes, "Should I call Hackett?" I said, "Buddy Hackett?" He said, "Yeah, I know Buddy Hackett."
Really?
I said, "It's fucking 1 a.m." He goes, "Well, he's either up or he's not." So he calls Buddy Hackett, and Buddy Hackett invites us to come to his house in Beverly Hills.
Oh, really?
And I will never forget this evening.
At 1 in the morning?
At 1 a.m.
Wow.
Buddy Hackett answers the door in his white.
Who was it? Who were you with?
I was with Jay Moore.
Oh, Jay Moore, yeah.
He answers the door. He answers the door in his white
I don't know why I keep forgetting things.
bathrobe because I can't imagine why you're. He answers the door in his white bathrobe, and we come in to his house, and Buddy Hackett's literally like,
Hey, you want some cheese? You gotta cut it yourself because my wife hates it when I cut the cheese.
and literally we come in and come out and come in and come out and do jokes, and it was incredible. Incredible.
That generation,
Oh,
like, I saw Buddy Hackett, this is again right around that time when I was opening for acts in Vegas and Reno, and I was Atlantic City, and I was opening for, I think, a singer named Denise Williams, who had a big hit called Let's Hear It for the Boy, and no other music anyone knew. So she really had to save it for the end. Anyway, and then, you know, like comics in town, you could like talk your way into getting to see the other comic, you know,
Yeah.
professional courtesy. And
Yeah.
me and 2 other guys did. And we went
playing
to see
at the
Buddy.
Trump Tower.
Yes, and he just told a bunch of old jokes.
Wow.
That was his act. And then we were allowed to go backstage to where the great man was holding court in his dressing room. And he was such a dick in every possible way. I'm sorry. He was funny. I used to like him on The Tonight Show. When he was on The Tonight Show, Johnny would go, when Buddy's on, no notes. No notes. We just go. You know, and that was his
Whatever.
ultimate compliment.
Sure, that's
With
right.
no pre-interview.
Yeah, sure.
No notes. Just. But yeah,
He will do what he does.
he was he was just every bad thing you could do, like holding court, and if someone like dared to like cough or something, he'd be like, "I'm talking, excuse me, but do you want just totally
Wow.
like hit on a bad looking
Wow.
middle-aged woman." Like, which was sad,
Wow.
and then toddled off, like scarfing all the liquor. He must have every night he could like take the actual liquor, and it was a box full of food and liquor that was in the dressing room that he went out to his limo, which was 10 feet away.
Oh my God. What a
But I
legend.
loved him.
What a legend. I mean, he's a legend. Come on.
I'm sorry, that's my memory. Maybe he was great all the other days of his life. That's very possible. I absolutely think that's possible. I caught him on a bad night, but
So
that's
funny.
what I saw.
But did you ever sit down with, somebody who was
Alan
legendary,
King.
who
Alan-
you really felt
Alan
a connection
King.
with?
Alan King, same era.
Yeah.
I was in also Atlantic City. So
Very Borscht
I
Belt,
saw him
yes, yeah.
in the audience. I was very impressed as a 28-year-old comic. He was such a master, and it was not unhip.
Right.
You know, I mean, it wasn't like outrageous. It wasn't Carlin, but it was things like, you could look up the year because I remember the joke. He said, people tell me I'm middle-aged. I'm 58. Yeah, if I live to 116. You know, it's kind of it's kind of basic, but it's so true.
Yeah, right.
That you just
Right.
he had a great delivery, and then he stayed up and just drank us under the table at his age. Me and Dennis Wolfberg, I think, was the other comic, God rest his soul, and we were just drinking at the bar. You know, for hours is my recollection. And
I have to share with you something I've never said publicly,
uh-oh.
but I think you'll appreciate it.
I'm straight.
So I did the Carson show, 1990, because I'd done a television movie about Jim and Tammy Baker with Bernadette Peters, and I played Jim Baker. So Carson, who'd had such a field day, not Tammy, strangely enough, but Carson had such a field day with the Bakers, wanted to have the actor who played Jim Baker on the show.
Yeah.
So I got booked on The Tonight Show.
Oh.
But by the time I got on the show, there had been an elderly woman who ran a, Midwest newspaper called the Longtown News or something, Robert Klein, and then me.
Oh.
And by the time I got on the show, I had a minute and a half with a clip. And they were going to let me, and Carson was going to let me do my impression of him, which he didn't normally like. But he'd seen these tapes of me doing him, and he was going to let me do the bit. But we didn't get to it. And literally, the reason it was worth doing was because of what happened in the commercial break. So he said, we'll be right back. And when we came back, it was good night, right? So I'd done the clip, talked about the movie, that was it. He said, we'll be right back. And then when they came back after the commercial, the show was over.
Yeah.
And he leaned over to me quietly. He said, listen, I'm really sorry we didn't get to the bit. I was looking forward to it, but I couldn't get the old woman to shut the fuck up. And Robert Klein decides to be funny for the first time in 6 years. Who knew?
That is so
And I was
awesome.
like, oh my God, that was the greatest line ever.
All right, then I'm going to tell you my Carson story, even though I've told it here before. I'll make it quick. His last time I did it in '92, right before Jay was about to take over, and he's in his parking lot, and I'm walking out, and his car won't start.
The Mercedes.
No, this was a Corvette, I think he had. This is 1992. And, Jay, the famous car guy. And I said to him, boy, I bet you Jay Leno would know what to do. He knows everything about cars. And Johnny looked up ice cold and went, yeah, we'll find out how much he knows about television. Just cold
That's
as...
fantastic.
So, no, yours is fantastic,
That's
too.
fantastic.
I love... First time in 6 years. That's just...
It was hilarious. It was hilarious.
No, I remember, I guess we're telling tales out of school. We might as well. I remember him ragging on Bob Hope. I didn't talk to him a lot, but I did see him, the young comic, waiting in the wings, and he comes down before he went to the monologue. He was not unamenable to saying hello.
Sure.
And, kind of kibitzing for a minute before we went on. I remember once, and it was always bitching. One time he was bitching about Ed not getting a new warm-up act. Like, get a new joke, for God's sakes. I think he thought there was a receptive ear in a young comic. Like, for Christ's sake, I've heard the same. And then the other time was, what we were just talking about, that there was, Bob Hope.
Yeah.
Bob Hope, I must have prompted him because I don't think he would have just volunteered it. Who knows? He was kind of a surly guy, but Bob Hope was on, and I must have said, boy, exciting, huh, Bob Hope? And he went off on what a dick. But you think Buddy Hackett's a dick.
Yeah.
And he just did not like that Bob Hope was this 800-pound gorilla at NBC.
That's right.
And that even Johnny Carson could be kind of bullied a little by. And he was a terrible guest.
I think he was a terrible guest. I think that everything had to be scripted. and he didn't like Bob Hope for lots of reasons. But yeah, I've understood because I don't know if you know, I narrated the documentary about Johnny Carson on PBS,
I vaguely
which I
remember.
pursued because I had
Oh,
such
yeah.
admiration for him, and I pursued it. And I think Hope was not someone he was.
I mean, Bob Hope has a terrible reputation. Jack Warner has. I mean, people were huge bricks.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
right.
if you had been around 100 years ago,
I would have fit right in. There you are.
no, but I mean, that just nobody would. It's the things that. Did you see the Marilyn movie that Anna de Armas did?
Yes.
Disturbing.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know what it was like when she was in bed with Jack Kennedy.
No.
But the portrayal in the movie was like, I would have rather seen like a nuclear war movie.
Yeah.
These are not boring times we live in. I mean, things are, it's funny, we do have this big July 4th birthday coming up. And so, I was asking the troops today, like, we got to because then we're off for a month. So,
Right.
like, next week, a week from Friday, is the last thing we can.
And what do you do over the summer? Where do you go? Do you go anywhere? Do you?
I don't go many places. I mean,
No.
I spent 40 years, like, going every other weekend. I mean, I did it in the last 25 years as easy as you could with a plane and, only gone for 2 days at a time. Very easy, but still, I stopped last year. It's a pleasure to wake up in my own bed every day.
Sure.
I mean, I miss...
And do you still go out and do occasional?
No, you can't do it occasionally.
You can't.
No, you have to be in practice.
Oh, I see.
It's like playing the
Because you can't just go out and I'm going to try this one night.
No, I mean,
you got to
could
know
and-
it's
you
going to
could
land.
and you'll suck.
Yeah.
And I won't do that. I mean, comics have tried to do that
Sure.
many times. Sometimes they get famous and they think, oh, now I don't really have to. I just go back to it. My name will sell. It will sell tickets, and then the ticket holders
But when
will
you
be
get to 80,
disappointed.
when you get to 80, you can do it like Bob Newhart. You just show up and you show clips, and you talk about the career you've had.
Please, just shoot me on the front lawn. If that, just please, somebody snipe me out. Send a drone. If that's what I'm doing, that's
Send a drone.
yeah, something. That's the Bob Hope line that he famously said about, like, Bob, why do you go on the road 250 days out of the year? And he said something like, because the gardeners don't applaud.
Right. Right. Yeah.
And he did. I think no, I don't know if this is lore, but they said he every night got a hooker.
Right. Oh, really?
I mean, look,
Wow.
this is just scuttlebutt. It could not be true very easily, but not preventing me from repeating it. It doesn't ring untrue. I mean, he was kind of known to be, I don't know if, and Dolores, it was just, I don't want to get into the Hope's marriage. I really don't. I mean,
Yeah, we've gone really downhill when that's the person we can say the shittiest stuff about is Bob Hope.
it'd be funny if this was like a horror movie and we have this discussion and then you go off stage and you stumble upon some papers and you see like everything that I said was scripted and planned.
Yes, that's right. Everything was scripted.
Yeah, look at this. He was planning on talking about
He knew
Bob
he was going to
Hope.
ask about Bob Hope. How did he know that?
But, I remember when he was, I was driving back from college and they were having like I think it was his 75th birthday.
Oh.
And they made a very big deal of it.
An NBC special.
He got like 4 specials a year.
Sure,
And,
exactly.
and he would go on Johnny to plug everyone, and
That's
that's what
right.
Johnny didn't like.
That's
it was
right,
like,
that's what
Bob,
Johnny hated, yeah.
we're not asking. Bob is coming on Thursday.
That's right.
And he's the lead guest.
That's right.
I told this story too, but it's just too funny. You'll love it. I was on with Bob that night. It must have been that night. So I'm on the couch, and Johnny just is like, "Oh God, I don't know what to do with this guy. He's a terrible talker, even though he's known to be this genius comic.
Right.
But I hate talking to him." So we just got a bunch of stills. So I'll show the stills, and then Bob will go comment. and one was Bob, and he's dressed as the Pope with the big Pope hat. And Bob's comment was, "Yeah, there I'm the Pope."
That was it?
That was
his whole comment?
Yeah.
Yeah, there I'm the Pope. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Christ.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the old days, huh?
Mm.
We're like, we could do the Sunshine Boys. Wasn't that Jack Lemmon? No.
Lemmon didn't do the Sunshine Boys. No, you know who did the
Watermaster?
Sunshine Boys was Dick Van Dyke did it with his brother. And George Burns did the Sunshine Boys.
Okay.
That's right.
Well, that's what I mean about, like, hurry up and playing these late middle age. Because at some
You want me
point-
to do the Sunshine Boys? Is that
Not,
what you're
I'm
saying?
saying that not yet.
Oh, not yet.
I'm saying you
I
don't
see.
have to do that
Oh,
yet.
okay. All right.
But unless AI is a miracle worker, in 10 years, you might have to.
No, I got AI. I got a bunch of projects in the future that I'm very excited about. I got
you do?
new one-man show. I played Clarence Darrow, which I'm going to try to do again, because I've learned so much now about actually being in court that playing
Right.
Clarence Darrow is going to take on a whole new aspect.
I mean, court itself seems like quite a punishment. Just because it's such an unpleasant, stressful place to be.
Well, it's also, you learn a lot. I mean, look, Evan and I both, I think Evan deserves a law degree now because he's been so involved in all the cases that we've done and been such an influence on them.
Evan is your lover?
Evan is my partner, but my business partner, not my partner. My
I'm
business
just
partner.
prying.
Yeah, I know, I understand. But we've learned a lot about the sort of legal system, and so I'd like to do the Clarence Darrow again. But I'm going to do a one-man show about who I think is one of the great filmmakers ever, whom a lot of people don't know, which shocks me. But it's Preston Sturges,
Oh.
who I adore and who I want to
Like,
introduce
what are
to
his
the
big
world.
movies? I could pick them out.
Lady Eve, The Palm Beach Story,
Palm Beach Story, very famous.
Hail the Hot Conquering Hero.
Oh, yeah.
He was an incredible
Screwball
filmmaker.
30s comedy.
Screwball 30s comedies, and incredible.
But who else did you just say before that? Oh, Clarence Darrow.
Clarence Darrow was
See,
a lawyer.
let's tell the kids why he's like a big...
Well, Clarence Darrow's
the-
most famous case was the Scopes Monkey Trial,
Right.
which has been turned into a movie many times called Inherit the Wind.
Yes.
It's also a play, which I have
Yes.
done. But he had a lot of...
100 years
Leopold
ago.
and Loeb was another huge case of his
Oh,
in
yeah.
Chicago.
But Inherit the Wind's a great play.
Inherit the Wind is a great play.
And a great movie with Frederick March and Spencer Tracy.
But also
right?
Orson Welles played him. Henry Fonda's played him.
Oh, wow.
Spencer Tracy did that movie.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of different actors have played that
Yeah,
same
it was
film.
100 years ago, and it was a trial called the Monkey Trial because in Tennessee, I think it was, in the
A
South,
teacher was trying to teach
evolution. And,
And Tennessee, all you could teach was the Bible.
And, for people who think, we just never get better, we do get better.
Yeah.
They only do that in Texas now. No. I mean, look, Baptists are going to Baptist.
Yeah,
They're just
yeah.
gonna, I mean, you can say, oh, you criticize this culture, but what about the Baptists who women say their wives should submit? That's in Baptist thing,
That's
and
right.
women
That's
will
right.
kind of say, well, and it doesn't mean get raped, but it's just not. It's certainly not now Woman of the Year stuff.
Right.
It's not Gloria Steinem blessed.
Yeah, right.
But
Right.
I mean, sex is complicated. I mean, people like to submit sometimes.
Mm.
Look who I'm talking to. Hey, it's Pride Month.
Yeah, it is Pride Month. That's
What
right.
do you do for Pride Month?
I just swish around the house.
So have you ever been the float? The leader
The
of the
queen of the float, is that what you're saying? What are you talking about? Hang on a second.
Yeah, the parade.
Is that the float
well,
queen?
in a parade,
Oh,
they have
no.
like a king of the parade.
They have not made
I
me.
did it once.
They have not made me. You were the king of the gay
Not
parade,
here.
really?
The New Orleans. No.
Oh, no gays in New Orleans. Is that what you're saying?
No. It was the Mardi Gras.
Oh,
I was
I'm
like-
always depending on the kindness of strangers. Yes.
So those plays hold up, don't they?
Of course.
Like Streetcar and.
Of course they do.
Yeah, I mean, you say of course, but like I do from time to time go back and watch like something, or somebody will recommend an old movie, and the really great ones do. The Apartment, I think, does, although there are parts of it that, I mean, everything is going to look weird 50, 70 years
Parts of The
hence.
Apartment look weird to you?
The way Fred McMurray acts,
Yeah, he's a
a heel.
exactly.
But it's just not the way you'd play a heel today. It's of the era.
Oh,
it's
really?
Okay, it's okay.
I think he's very familiar today, actually.
In general, but not like in the specific choices and things that make it dated, which is okay. We understand it's happening in 1950.
That's fine.
It's like, here, honey, and gives her $20. It's like, okay, what is this, for parking? No, this is for sex. It's 1950.
That's right.
60.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
I mean, shit like that.
Sure, that's fine.
It's fine.
I'm just saying the movies as a whole stand up.
I'm not arguing with you.
No, you are arguing with me. What are you talking about?
I'm saying that one stands up, but there are things in it that are dated.
Sure.
That's okay.
But that's fine.
Why are we arguing?
I'm not arguing.
What are we married? Jesus Christ, we're not.
There's things that you did last week in this that are dated already.
I guess so, but like, let's argue what we don't. We agree on this.
Okay.
But some stuff does not.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. Okay.
But also some stuff.
Sunset Boulevard does
Absolutely.
hugely.
Absolutely.
The
Some Like It
dialogue-
Hot does.
Yeah. Yes, it does. It does.
Even though you don't like guys in dresses.
Well.
Oh, really? That sounds like a little gay to me. We're back to a little gay.
Well, certainly the Romans did not, or the Greeks, treat homosexuality as a distinctive thing the way we do. I mean, Mark Antony had many lovers. Some were boys, some were women, and it was more who's cute.
Sure.
That was
And there was a sheep as well. You may not be aware of
well, maybe there
the
was
famous Plato sheep.
But and you think of Rome as and it was a very macho society. I mean, I took Latin in college at Cornell, and it is not a.
Did that usually get you laid when you said that
did
at a bar?
not.
I took Latin.
Yeah, I took it, and I didn't do anything with it. I mean, for like a semester, but
Sure.
But I do remember that, like, unlike the Romance languages, Italian, certainly English, and even German, for fuck's sake, it was just like there's no floweriness in it. Every sentence is like, citizen, move that rock on the road. It's all very practical, and they're builders, That's what they did. They were builders, conquerors. They didn't fuck around when they conquered you.
Sure.
I mean, it was not a gay society, by our standards. And yet that was just a thing. And that just shows that what we think of as what our culture is, well, it's not completely inevitable.
What is not completely inevitable?
How a society looks at homosexuality.
I got it.
You can either look at it as we do, as like a distinctive thing, or like the Romans, like we don't. What do you mean gay?
Right. They didn't label it.
Yeah, I mean they crossed over like just much more fluidly, and I mean, what? I don't know how I was.
It's just you using the term fluid is at this particular time in our history is amusing. That's all.
You're right. You got me there. But damn these clove cigarettes. They just make you forget. Well, what's next for Kevin Spacey? What?
Well, I'm doing concerts, as I mentioned. We've got a bunch of concerts that we're doing this year. We got one in Rome that I'm very excited about.
And you're a pianist. What? No? No? You're not a pianist?
I've been accused of being a pianist, but actually, I'm a singer.
I know that.
So I have a piano player.
Oh,
And
I thought you
and
played
sing.
piano too.
Well, I can play a little bit, but I'm not a piano player. So I do the American Songbook. I do about 16 numbers.
Wow.
An hour and a half show in which I tell a lot of stories as well.
What are some of the numbers? I bet I'd like this.
Oh, Fly Me to the Moon, and
I love that.
all the Sinatra stuff, that you love and I love. But I also do some surprising things. A great gospel version of Bridge Over Troubled Water, and
wow,
some
you
things
can
that
sing
people
Bridge
don't
Over
expect.
Troubled Water.
Yeah. Wow. Anyway, I'm also starting a new film. I'm doing a little shoot in Italy about the Holocaust, which is a really
Comedy.
which is a very complicated story, but one I'm
To
very
remake
excited to be
of
doing.
The Day the Clown Cried.
Yes, there you go. And so there's a lot of work coming up, and I couldn't be happier to be going to work, and I feel very blessed every day.
I hope if you put in all this work, we get to see this stuff.
Absolutely.
You think we will?
I do think we will.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I absolutely do think we will.
Well, of course, I have to leave the final verdict to the people.
Yes.
But, I think I was a fair interlocutor.
I'm sorry?
I think I was a fair interlocutor.
And are you sure you're pronouncing that correctly?
And I am not.
just making sure. Interlocutor.
Hey, lady, hang.
And you'll go home now? You just...
I'm actually in California for just a few days.
Oh, you don't live here anymore?
I don't live here anymore, but I haven't lived here for a long time. But the reason I'm very happy about A, being here, and B, that I've come to California is that tomorrow I get the chance to do something I love doing more than I can express, which is to go see Dick Van Dyke.
Oh, you're going to see Dick Van Dyke?
Going to see Dick in the afternoon, who's become a great friend and an amazing man.
Can I make
100 years old now?
Can I make one suggestion?
Yes, please.
Do it in the morning. No, I'm kidding. I'm just saying.
Jesus. But then, after I see Dick, who's 100,
terrible joke.
I'm going to see my drama teacher from Chatsworth High School, who's Mr. Corelli. I still call him Mr. Corelli, and he's 96 years old. And I saw him a year and a half ago, so when I come to town, I try to go visit.
What do you think the secret is to making it that long?
Well, in both their cases, they love life. I mean, Dick Van Dyke gets up every day and he embraces life and he makes jokes and he makes inappropriate jokes and he's funny as hell and he loves to sing. In fact, what I love doing with him, he loves for me to come over and interview him as Johnny Carson. So we do a Tonight Show together and then we sing together. And then he takes me out and a couple things he insists on doing. He wants to take me to the gym he goes to 3 times a week. So we go see the gym he's at. And we take a walk along the Malibu Pier and just being with Dick Van Dyke while people are stopping him and saying the most beautiful things to him. And then we go and buy carrots and we throw carrots at the horses.
I don't think you should go to the gym.
He goes to the gym 3 times a week.
I know, but tell him he should work out at home.
Why?
I'm just saying, at 100...
Just because you don't want to go out in the world, Dick Van Dyke loves going to the gym.
I'm just trying to help him.
What? He's in great shape.
Okay, a 100-year-old immune system, I wouldn't just purposely put it in a place that's known to have a lot of fucking germs. I mean, there's just a lot of grody people sweating and on equipment. And
he doesn't use the sauna. He just does the equipment.
You're in the sauna.
I'm in the sauna. Dropping my towel. Exactly.
No. I hope you're not mad at me for making jokes, but
not in the
I feel
least,
like it was part of your...
Not in the least.
It's part of your penance.
Yes, sure. I accept.
And the verdict is for the people, but it must be said that a lot of penance has been paid. Like there was a lot. I'm sure there's just been a lot of bad bad days and bad nights. And,
But with penance comes
but, you know,
also enormous. I'm enormously grateful, and I've got Evan Lowenstein in my life, who is the most curious man I've ever known,
Jesus
and the
Christ.
guy who, by the way, he spends so much time challenging opinions and challenging ideas, and he challenges me all the time more than anyone, and I'm enormously grateful to have him in my life.
You're in love with this guy, can't you
I
see
love him. Without question, I love him.
Oh. But not hitting each other
But not in that,
in
not
the
in
short.
that way. Yeah, not in the other way.
Why, not cute enough? Or, I mean, what's your
No,
criteria?
we just have a friendship that's gone on for 26 years.
Do you have
so
a
it's
steady boyfriend?
I don't have a steady boyfriend, but I'm in the market.
Well, don't look at me.
I wasn't looking at you.
Well,
I was answering your question.
You plainly were. Now get out of here.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure. Indeed,
So
a
much
pleasure.
fun.
Thank you so
for
much.
doing this.
Absolutely.
Club Random.
Delighted.
We will both be canceled.
We'll both be canceled next
Immediately.
Wednesday. Yes, that's right.
Club Random.